Selah Candle Company. I'm a new business owner. I've decided to take a leap of faith because why not, right? I feel like it's my season. It's time for me to do my thing, so here I am. On this channel, I'll be taking you through this journey with me. I'll be spreading positivity because that's what I'm all about. And sometimes I'll share different candle tips and tricks that I have learned and that I am learning along the way. And I will be sharing some personal stories with y'all that have led me up to this point. So if you're interested, keep watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe and become a part of Selah Candle Company. So, speaking of stories, let me start with the one that has inspired Selah Candle Company. So it all starts when I used to work at a hotel. I started working there in 2014, and I had been there up until this year in February. So just about 6 years. And it was my first job ever. I had no complaints. I was excited to work. I had just graduated high school. I have a son, and at that time when I started, he was about 2 years old, and I just needed a job. I had been content there. I loved everyone who worked there. It was so fun. I was a server and also a bartender. I was making good tips and stuff, but it wasn't until this year that I got so tired. One day I went in and I was just like, I don't know how much longer I'm gonna keep doing this with y'all. Like, it was like that. All my friends stopped working there. A lot of people I liked started leaving. It became a drag. And I felt the emotional drain from it. And it also got to a point where I hated being told what to do. Not that I'm not a team player, because I am, but it got to the point where y'all too comfortable with me, and I don't like it. I don't like this no more. Matter of fact, y'all don't know it, but I'm leaving. Okay? So it came to that point where I quit. I didn't have a plan B. I didn't have another job waiting on me. I didn't know what I was going to do. But that was okay with me because I knew I couldn't do that no more. And so I prayed and asked God, what can I do to sustain myself? What can I do that I like, that will be enjoyable to me, that is fun, and I can stay home because I homeschool my son. I've been homeschooling him before this pandemic took place, and he hated when I worked. And so I was like, there's no way I'm going to get another job, another regular job, not liking people, not liking what I do. I need something where I can be home, raise my son, do what I love, and be happy. So I prayed and I asked God, just please give me a sign. Throw something at my head. Show me. So after a lot of prayer and fasting and genuinely seeking God's face, I had a dream. I had a dream. And the dream was literally I just saw tea light candles in my sleep. And it wasn't until later that day I realized that I had that dream. And I was like, I saw some tea lights. What I'm going to do with that? I didn't think anything of it. So let me backtrack a little bit to a couple years ago. So in 2018, my dad passed away. And that was the most traumatic, hardest thing I ever went through. And sometimes the death of a loved one can bring out the worst in your family. And that's unfortunately what happened to me. And so on top of losing my daddy, and I'm a daddy's girl, so on top of losing him and family acting a nut, it was just the worst experience of my life. And I didn't know how I was going to bounce back. I really didn't. So about a good 2 years, I've spent it alone. I disconnected myself from all my friends pretty much. I was just alone and depressed. And if you're not careful, you can get sucked in to those darkest moments of your life and stay there. And I was so sad. I was having panic attacks. And I still sort of get them just because, like, the way my dad passed away, he didn't die immediately. It was a long, drawn out thing where I watched him be sick and struggle. And I would get late night phone calls in the middle of the night, waking me up out of my sleep, scared to death. And that happened for 9 months straight, being on pins and needles about his health. And it was traumatic. And so I was just like, I'm tired of being depressed. I lost all sense of myself. When he died, everything I knew about myself went away. I don't know who I am. I'm sad and depressed. God, like, how long am I going to feel this way? And it has taken me all the way up until now to really start to get back into myself. Like, I'm feeling like myself again. I'm able to smile again. I'm happy. And I thank God for that. So now we're in 2019. 2019 Christmas, our first Christmas in our house without my dad. And it was tough. It wasn't like the holidays I was used to. I didn't look forward to Christmas, which was my favorite holiday, but I didn't look forward to it. But we tried our best to get through it, and I ended up getting my mom a gift. I got her a candle, because she loves candles. She's been like this for years. I mean, every holiday, every birthday, she loves candles, and that's what she wants. So I got her a candle, and I didn't think anything of it. Like, I had smelled it before I bought it. I smelled it briefly, but I really bought it because the jar was so pretty, and it had a stone on it, like a gemstone. And it was just so gorgeous, and I'm like, yeah, she gonna love that. She gonna like that. So I got it. And on Christmas morning, when she opened it and smelled it, she busted out crying. And I was like, Lord, you gonna make me cry? Which is like, I'm already sad, don't cry. And she started crying, and it was because the fragrance of the candle resembled my father. It smelled exactly like the cologne he used to wear. And in that moment, we knew he was there with us. And not only that, the name of the candle was Bloom and Prosper. And so it was like he was speaking to us in that moment, telling us, it's enough being depressed. It's enough crying. It's enough. I'm good now. Like, I'm in heaven. Y'all down there, really, I feel bad for y'all. Right? People who go and transition to heaven, they're not dead. They're just, they have a different address, right? They're still alive. Their spirit is still alive. And it has taken a long time for me to understand the concept of that. But I get it now. And in that moment, he was telling us to bloom and to prosper. And that's how we received it. And so now back to when I had the dream about the tea lights, when I was asking God for a sign. My mind went back to that moment on Christmas Day when I smelled my dad and he said, bloom and prosper. It was like, aha moment. I was like, oh, God, you want me to make candles? You want me to make candles? I can do that. And when you're praying for something and you're asking God for a sign, like, just, Lord, show me the way. He gives it to you. Like, if you're looking for something, you're going to find it. And the way your spirit works is you will know what that sign is, because it will be something that clicks and makes sense to you and only you. And that's what that did for me. I then knew what those tea light candles were about, because I remembered that day when I smelled that candle and my daddy said, bloom and prosper. And so ever since then, I've been taking this candle process very seriously. I started looking up YouTube videos to understand how to make candles, what supplies I needed, and I started doing that. I then had purpose. It put pep in my step. I was like, okay, I have something to work on now, and I'm going to do it. I'm not going to sit on this idea and let it go away and down the line see somebody else did it. I'm not going to forfeit this opportunity. So I took it very seriously. It took me a few months to gather everything I needed, and now I'm here. And the way I got the name Selah was, my mom is a very much so big help to that. Matter of fact, she's the one who came up and gave me that name. I had multiple names, but nothing stuck to me, and I didn't feel it. But she came to me with Selah. It's a word that's frequently used in the Bible, and it means to pause, to reflect on this, meditate on this, let that sink in type of, word. Selah. And it just sounds so smooth. It sounds so player. Like, Selah. I like that. That does it for me. Everything about this process has been so perfect. It's been so perfect. And that's what makes it even feel more like this is what I'm supposed to be doing. And that is my story on how I've started, how it was inspired. And I'm excited to keep sharing more stories with you and inspiring you. God has been really good to me. Very spiritual person. I'm not religious. I'm spiritual. I'm very in tune with my Creator. I know who He is. I can't doubt Him because I know too much about Him. He's brought me from a lot of stuff. More things that I will share with you, but my faith is strong. And if I can inspire you to do you, whatever that looks like if you can just even smile, because you see me smiling, because I've been through a lot of things, but I'm smiling now and I'm happy, and it's because of Him. It ain't because of me. I don't know nothing. I can't do nothing on my own. I'm not my own. It's all Him. And so I hope I can inspire you and encourage you, and hopefully you can support me and become a part of this channel. So don't forget to like, subscribe, and share, and that would mean a lot to me. And sometime this week I'll come back with another video, so stay tuned. I'm excited, and don't forget, slow down, reflect, Selah. I'll see you later.